A very good morning to all my dear students. Today in the environment turn we'll be studying our new lesson, that is our lesson number 7, I love Gujarat. Dear children, that lesson is completely based on our Gujarat. You might have visited many places in our state Gujarat and you might have seen those places also, but today we'll be studying about the wildlife of the Gujarat, the rivers that flow in Gujarat, the mountain ranges that are in our state. So all these we are going to study. All the historical places are there. Then the places of the worship are there. How many temples are there? Uh, how many different types of birds migrate to our state? All this we are going to study about in this lesson. I love Gujarat is the name of the lesson. So first of all, you will write today's date and classwork. You will write today's date 15/10/2020. Day is Thursday and classwork. Lesson number 7. I love Gujarat. We all should love our home state. गुजरात इज़ अवर ओन स्टेट. जहाँ हम रहते हैं ये हमारा खुद का स्टेट है. नाउ यू कैन सी दिस पिक्चर ऑफ द फ्लेमिंगो बर्ड. नाउ it is a flamingo. Every year it migrates to Gujarat. Flamingo is the state bird of Gujarat. Flamingo is the bird which comes from the foreign country. Along with flamingo, other birds also come. Birds coming from the foreign countries are called as the migratory birds. Now first picture that is shown is of the flamingo, which is a migratory bird. Now what is the meaning of a migratory bird? Migratory birds are the birds that come from the other foreign countries. That means they come from the foreign countries which are very cold during the winters. So the flamingo also comes from one of the such countries which is very cold during the winter, and here the atmosphere is cold but it suits them. That means neither it is too cold for them nor it is too hot for them. It is quite suitable for them to stay here as long as the winter is there. The whole winter they stay here in our state, and as the onset with the onset of the summer they again start moving to their own land from where they have come. So the birds that come for certain period of time from other countries are called as the migratory birds. That means they do the migration. That what is the meaning of migration? Migration means moving from one place to another for a certain period of time. Then after some time they again move back to their own main land. So flamingo is one such bird that comes in large numbers in Gujarat. So that is why flamingo has also become our state bird. As we have our national bird which is a peacock, the same way our state has declared flamingo as our state bird. जैसे national bird होता है वैसे हर state का अपना एक bird होता है, अपना tree होता है, अपना animal होता है. तो same way जो bird है वो हमारे state का, that is flamingo as a state bird. So now this flamingo has come to the state in Gujarat. Now it wants to visit the entire Gujarat. Now through flamingo we are going to visit the whole Gujarat. Flamingo is going to take us to the tour of Gujarat in this lesson. It seems Gujarat has come. This time I have to see the entire Gujarat. Now flamingo, as the flamingo is near to reach the Gujarat, it can see birds have already been given a natural sense by the God that they can know when they fly in the correct direction only. Normally they don't forget the directions in which they come. They come from far off places like Siberia, which is a very very cold region. बहुत thousands of kilometers they travel and fly to come to our state Gujarat, but they never forget the way they have come, and they always fly in the groups. वो हमेशा कैसे चलते हैं groups में ही. They always fly in the group so that they don't forget. So one of the birds lead and they always fly. You can see certain birds, they fly in the V shape, some fly in the W shape. They make the shape so that all the birds can be together and they go in groups. Now here first they meet the chinkara. Chinkara is an animal which is very much similar to the deer. You can see this is the picture of a chinkara. चिंकारा बहुत कुछ ऐसे डियर तो नहीं होता है, लेकिन डियर जैसा दिखता है. समवॉट टाइप ऑफ फैमिली ऑफ द डियर फैमिली यू कैन से. वो डियर फैमिली के जैसे ही होता है, बट द डिफरेंसेस ऑफ द कलर एंड द हॉर्न्स दैट दे हैव. सो समवॉट लाइक द डियर चिंकारा. Come, brother flamingo, you are welcome in Gujarat. I will show you the desert of the Kutch. Now, from where the flamingos have started their journey, they have started their journey from the district of the Kutch. Now, you all know that in Gujarat there are many districts are there. In every state, a large if a state is big, their district numbers are more, and if the state is small, then the number of districts are less. The same way in Gujarat, we have nearly 32 to 33 districts that are there. So those in each and every district there's this flamingo is going to visit. Which all districts it will visit, that will come to know now. Now first he reaches the Kutch region. Where does he reach? He goes to the Kutch district. Come, brother flamingo, I welcome you in Gujarat. So Chinkara is welcoming the flamingo and saying, welcome my dear brother, this is the district of Kutch. I'll take you to the right of Kutch. Flamingo, here more quantity of salt is produced, isn't it? Now, as you all know that the Kutch is a region where the country's half of the salt production is done in this area only. So the flamingos also know that the Kutch is the region where large amount of salt is produced. Yes, more than half of the total production of the salt of our country is produced in small desert of the Kutch. Now it's called as a small run of Kutch. मतलब कि run means desert of the Kutch जो है, तो कंट्री का जो टोटल सॉल्ट प्रोडक्शन होता है उसका हाफ, दैट मीन्स 50% ऑफ द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ द इंडियाज टोटल सॉल्ट प्रोडक्शन इज डन इन द Kutch, in the small run of Kutch. In addition to that, the Kandla harbor is located in the Bay of Kutch, is the second largest harbor of the country. Now, what all are the other specifications of the Kutch district is that is the Kandla port. You all must have heard about, and many of you might have visited Kutch, must have seen the Kandla harbor or the Kandla port. It is the second largest port of the country, which is in the Bay of the Kutch. मतलब कच्छ की खाड़ी, Bay means खाड़ी जिसको बोलते हैं, that is the Gulf of Kutch. It is in the Gulf of Kutch, which is the second largest in the country. मतलब उतना बड़ा कंडला पोर्ट है हमारे गुजरात में. इंटरनेशनल ट्रेड इज प्रमोटेड हियर. Flamingo, fine today you have introduced me to Kutch. I have to I have to see the entire Gujarat. I will leave you now. Bye bye. Now, after giving a brief introduction of the Kutch, now what did Chinkara also say that lot of international trade is also being done in the port, Kandla port. That means foreign से जो हम trade, international trade means when we are trading with the foreign countries. जो foreign countries से goods हम मंगवाते हैं या the things we export or things we import, that comes to the Kandla Bandar. So Chinkara said that a lot of international trade is carried out from the Kandla port with the other foreign countries. Certain things we export to those foreign countries and certain things from foreign countries we import. So all this is comes here, and from here it goes to the different parts of the country. So what does the Flamingo says? Fine. So I have been introduced to by you about, you have told me lot about Kutch. Now I have to visit other places of Gujarat also. Now I will say you goodbye, and saying so the flamingo moves away. Now grass growing in the Banas region of Kutch is the tallest grass in the Asia. Now, as you know, Kutch region has a lot of varieties of habitats of plants and animals, everything. It is a special type of grass which is called as the buddy grass, which is a very big grass which is grown which is the tallest grass which grows in the entire Asian continent. पूरे एशिया के जो कॉन्टिनेंट में जो ग्रास होती है, टॉल ग्रास ग्रो करती है, उसमें दिस इज द टॉलेस्ट ग्रास which grows in the Kutch region. This is the only place where this type of grass grows, and it is called as the bunny grass. So there are many big specialities of the Kutch region, even though it is a desert region, but it has lots and lots of specialities. Whether it's historical, whether it's related to trade, whether you go you visit some monuments, many things are there. Wildlife is there, so lot of things are there in the Kutch region. So this grass is one of them. Now we move on to page number 52. Think and say, which other birds come to your village from the other places? Now from the other places, now in our village comes the common birds like kite, then vulture, So these type of birds sometimes come from the, and sometimes duck also comes or crane also comes. So these type of birds come sometimes to our village. मतलब हमारे आसपास कभी कभी काइट है, वल्चर है, ईगल है, ऐसे दूसरी जगह से आते हुए दिखते हैं. Why do birds from foreign countries migrate to our state? Because the atmosphere suits them very well. This answer I will write. You will just copy down from the PDF. Now flamingo has reached Pinotan Island of Jamnagar district located in the Bay of Kutch. Now a flamingo moves to another place, another district, that is the Jamnagar district, and in the Jamnagar district is the Pinotan Island. It is also located in the Bay of the Kutch only. जो Gulf of Kutch है उसी के उसमें जो है ये Pirotan Island जो है situated है, but that island is in Jamnagar district. Now we have come to another district. First was the Kutch district, now second is the Jamnagar district. So there are 33 districts in our Gujarat. So this is the second district there where the flamingo has now reached. You can see this is a dolphin which is playing in the water. Flamingo, yes dolphin, we are the birds from the cold region, but during winter we come to Gujarat. Abdasa of Kutch means a large town of flamingo. This time we thought of visiting Gujarat, hence we came here. Now normally flamingos come to the Kutch region only. Majority of the time a very very large number of flamingos come to the specific region of Kutch, which is the Abdasa region of the Kutch. Now where it is also called as the town of flamingos. मतलब everywhere you can see the flamingos during the winter season. But what is the flamingo telling to dolphin? That this time we wanted to visit the Gujarat, so we have come to your island, which is your Pirotan Island of Jamnagar. So dolphin, come with me and see. Here are the coral reefs. There are starfish, jellyfish and dolphins like me. Even sea cucumber and tortoise and octopus are also seen here. Now here the Pirotan Island is very famous for the coral reefs. जो समुद्र के अंदर छोटे छोटे से ऐसे mountain type के उगते हैं, that is called as the coral reefs, which is inside the sea. So it is the Pirotan Island is very famous for those coral reefs. Other than those coral reefs, you can have very large number of starfishes there, jellyfish is there, then large number of dolphins are there, then even the sea cucumber, it is a type of a sea animal, and then octopus and tortoise can also be seen here. These are all the water animals which are named here: sea cucumber, tortoise and octopus. This all you can see in the Pirotan Island. Now think and say, which aquatic animal around you can be seen throughout the year? It is fish, then duck. Fish or duck, दो चीज सबसे ज़्यादा दिखती है, small fish and duck. Which animals are seen during the monsoon? Frog and earthworm. Earthworm जिसको कि हम केचुआ बोलते हैं. What do frogs do after monsoon? They go underground till the next monsoon. मतलब एक monsoon पूरा होने के बाद वो वापस जो है ज़मीन के अंदर चले जाते हैं, and then till the next monsoon they don't come out. Monsoon आने के बाद ही वो ज़मीन में से बाहर आते हैं. What will you do to protect animals living in the water? The very important thing that we have to do is that we should see that the water does not get polluted by the chemicals and the garbage that we throw in. Because when we throw the garbage and the chemicals in that, supposing we throw the plastics, when we visit a beach, then we eat the snacks and then we throw those wrappers over there, we eat the chocolate, we throw the wrappers over there, or cold drinks, the bottles are thrown there. All these go into the sea. Now these are all made up of the plastics, and plastic, as you know, that cannot decay. It takes thousands of years for it to get decayed, and when it starts, it gets mixed with the soil, it releases a special type of chemical which is very harmful for all of us and for our environment also. Now that chemical is released slowly in the water, and with the help of, because of that chemical that mixes in the seawater, it becomes polluted, and it becomes a little poisonous, so that the animals living in the sea cannot survive, because they have to take oxygen from the water only, because water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. They get the oxygen from the water only, but once they get polluted, the oxygen level goes down into that water, and the chemical the percentage of chemical in the water increases. So that is why the animals start dying in the water. So it is is very important to see that water does not get polluted. No chemical waste of the factories which are near there should be diverted to the sea water. And if the people who visit those seas should see that the visitors should see that they don't throw any type of plastic bags or the garbage or any of the things that they use to leave it over there. Either they should collect and bring it home and throw it in the dustbin, otherwise they should not throw it in the water. So this is the most important thing that we should do to preserve our water animals. Now we move on to page number 53. Moving on to page number 53. So which two places did the flamingo visit? Flamingo first visited the district of Kutch, which is actually the Abdasa, which is in the Kutch district only. That is the town of flamingos. And from there they went to the Jamnagar. They visited the Pirotan Island in Jamnagar. Now this is the third place where flamingos are going to visit. So we are taking a visit along with them also. So you can see this is a lion. So obviously you can understand that they have gone to the Gir forest where you can see the lion. Lion, welcome flamingo. Flamingo, do you live here? Lion, yes, we are found only in the Gir forest of Gujarat in entire Asia. Gir forest is the only sanctuary for Asiatic lions in the entire Asia. Now these are the Asiatic lions which are found only in the Gir sanctuary in India, in the entire Asian continent. पूरे इंडिया में नहीं पर पूरे एशिया का जो कॉन्टिनेंट है जिसके अंदर बहुत सारे कंट्रीज इंक्लूडेड होते हैं, उसके सबके अंदर से खाली इंडिया के एक गिर फॉरेस्ट विच आर in Gujarat. So these type of Asiatic lions are found there. So we live here only. So flamingo, what is a sanctuary? Now it is a Gir sanctuary. It is a forest. It's the only sanctuary, Gir forest, which is named the Gir forest, but basically it is a sanctuary. Now what is a sanctuary that flamingo is asking? Lion, a protected region where animals and birds can move freely without any fear and can be protected and bred is known as a sanctuary. That means the animals which are they are living in a protected area, but the environment that is created in the sanctuary is totally like the forest. So they feel as if they are living in the forest, but it is a protected area where nobody is allowed to enter without the permission. There are certain rules and regulations that has to be followed when you visit a sanctuary. You are not allowed to hunt any of the animals, neither you are allowed to tease any animals or hurt any animals. So किसी भी animals, all the animals and birds that are living in a sanctuary are always protected. So that why the sanctuaries are made for these animals, the reason is that the numbers are decreasing day by day, because many of the hunters kill them, or people hunt for their entertainment, for the just a matter of sport, they kill them, or for the use of their skin or their bones or their teeth, etc. The animals are being killed. So their numbers are decreasing day by day. To increase their numbers, these type of protected areas or the sanctuaries are made by the government, so that the animals and birds whose number is getting less the numbers can be increased and they can survive on this planet. So their numbers, they are protected in such a way that their numbers can also increase. Their breed and it's known as a sanctuary. So they can live also in the natural environment, in the natural habitat, and they can increase their number also. There are sanctuaries in Gujarat for animals like bear, wild ass, black buck and chinkara. So in Gujarat there are sanctuaries for other animals also, like the sloth bear, wild ass, black buck and chinkaras. So these are the animals who are the endangered species now. That means their number have become very less, and if we don't protect them, then one day will come that they will be extinct from the earth. That means we will never be seeing these type of animals anymore. Only then you will see the pictures of the animals, like this was the lion, this was the chinkara, or this is the black buck, like that. So to save that these animals and to increase their number, many of the sanctuaries for these animals who are endangered species now, for them the sanctuaries have been built. Now this is think and say. Is there any sanctuary in your district? हमारे district में कोई sanctuary नहीं है. What animal or bird that you have is known for? ये भी हम नहीं है. Have you ever visited a sanctuary? Yes, I have visited. Which specific animal or bird is seen in your district in the winter? Sometimes we can see flamingos over here. Once or twice I have seen here. So I have written. Now we'll read. Flamingo goes to Girnar. Now this is Girnar. Where is Girnar? There are other hills also in Gujarat, other hills other than Pavagadh in Vindhyachal hill ranges, in Panchmahal, Arasur in Arasur in the Aravali ranges of Banaskantha, Saputara in Satpura ranges of Dang district, and Shetruంజయ in Bhavnagar. There are many small, large hills in Gujarat. Now, Gujarat, as know, it looks like it's a flat land area, but there are many hilly regions in the Gujarat also. Now, Flamingo moves to Girnar, which is one of the hilly regions in the Gujarat. So there are other hilly regions also in the Gujarat, like Pavagadh in the Vindhyachal hill ranges. Now these are the mountain ranges that they have say. So mountain तो नहीं है पर छोटे छोटे हिल के ranges हैं. So विंध्याचल की पहाड़ियों पर पावागढ़ है in Panchmahal district. This is another one of the districts in the Gujarat. Then Arasur hill is in the Aravali ranges in Banaskantha district. Then Saputara is in the Satpura ranges of the Dang district. Dang district जो है बहुत ज़्यादा बारिश के लिए फेमस है. It is very famous for the highest rainfall in the Gujarat state. गुजरात के स्टेट में डांग में बहुत सबसे ज़्यादा बारिश होती है. और वैसे ही शेत्रुंजय है वो भावनगर डिस्ट्रिक्ट में एक छोटा सा पहाड़ है. ना शेत्रुंजय बहुत लोग को पता होगा जो पर्वत है वहाँ पर जैसा टेम्पल ऑल्सो. सो शेत्रुंजय पर्वत जो है उसके लिए भी बहुत फेमस है. नाउ देयर ऐसे ही बहुत सारे जो है छोटे बड़े जो है हिल रेंजेस गुजरात के अंदर है. देयर मेनी स्मॉल एंड बिग लार्ज हिल रेंजेस इन द गुजरात. सो दीज आर सम ऑफ द फ्यू रेंजेस दैट हैज बीन डिस्क्राइब्ड अबाउट. सो फ्लेमिंगो हैज गॉट टू नाउ गिरनार. नाउ वी मूव ऑन टू पेज नंबर 54. Now here we have to write name of the hill and the name of the district where it is. गिरनार is in जूनागढ़ district. गिरनार तो सबको पता ही होगा, बहुत लोग गिरनार के पर्वत पर चढ़े भी होंगे. Then पावागढ़ is in पंचमहल district. Arasur is in बनासकांठा district. सतपुड़ा is in डांग district and शेत्रुंजय is in भावनगर district. So these are the few mountain range hilly regions that we have mentioned. So the three places that the four places that Flamingo visited, first was the Kutch, then second was the Pirotan Island in the Jamnagar district, then third was the Gir forest, and after Gir forest it goes to Girnar. Next is read. There is a big center of fishery in the Verawal along the coastal line region of the Gujarat, long coastal region of the Gujarat. A flourishing is a huge business of wrecked ship thriving in the Alang port of Bhavnagar district. Now there are many we have a large coastal line, longest coastal line in the India. मतलब कि हमारे पास सबसे लंबा जो समुद्र का जो पूरा एरिया आता है, जो कोस्टल बीचेस है, वो सबसे ज़्यादा हमारे पास गुजरात में है. मतलब गुजरात का कोई ना कोई डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऐसा है जहाँ पर कोस्टल एरिया है, जहाँ पर समुद्री है. जैसे अमरेली में है, भावनगर में है, जामनगर में है, कच्छ में है. ऐसे बहुत सारे. देन सोमनाथ के उस तरफ जाइए तो वहाँ पर आपको जो है दरिया मिलता है. तो ऐसे अपने गुजरात के अंदर ऐसे बहुत सारे डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स हैं जहाँ कहीं ना कहीं इट इज़ कनेक्टेड टू द सी. सो वी हैव द लॉन्गेस्ट कोस्टल लाइन इन द एंटायर कंट्री. सबसे अपना ही एक ऐसा स्टेट है जहाँ सबसे ज़्यादा कोस्टल एरिया है. सो उसके हिसाब से जो है वेरावल पे भी कोस्टल एरिया है, समुद्र किनारे है, तो वहाँ पर भी जो है फिशरी का बिजनेस होता है. फिशिंग का बहुत ही बड़ा एक बिजनेस सेंटर है, फिशरी सेंटर. अगर आप लोग जाते होंगे तो आप देखते भी होंगे कि वहाँ पर जो है फिशेस आर बीइंग ड्राइड ऑन द सी बीचेस ऑल्सो मेनी अ टाइम्स. So the biggest center of fishery in Gujarat is at Verawal. Then there's in the Alang region of Bhavnagar. It's Bhavnagar district में Alang करके region है. It is also coastal area. वहाँ पर ship breaking. It is a flourishing business of shipwrecked ship. मतलब कि those ships which are now being discarded. That means they are not being used anymore. They come for the breaking. Ship बहुत ही बड़े होते हैं in size and there are lots of things inside the ship. तो it's a special type of task that is to be done for breaking the ship also, and that is being done in the Alang port in the Bhavnagar district. वहाँ पर totally ship breaking का काम ही होता है. And the ships from our country and from the foreign countries also come, and those ships are then broken into pieces and the things. Sometimes you might have seen that कि ऐसे बोलते हैं कि शिप का सामान बेचने के लिए, जैसे अलमीरा होता है, ऐसे सोफास होते हैं, ऐसे बहुत सारी चीज़ें शिप के अंदर से निकलती है. वो सब चीज़ें जो है वो बेचने के लिए भी आती है बाद में. इन द मार्केट दे आर ऑल्सो बीइंग सोल्ड फ्रॉम व्हेन दे आर डिस्कार्डेड फ्रॉम द शिप. सो दैट इज डन इन द अलंग ओनली, एंड द शिप्स फ्रॉम फॉरेन कंट्रीज ऑल्सो कम फॉर दिस पर्पस. देन बैम्बू In the Dang district of Gujarat, there are certain types of special type of trees that grow there. Those are bamboo, sadad, then sesame and timru types of plants grow in the Dang forest. Building wood of teak is produced in large quantities. Then entire Dang district mostly is the forest region. Beautiful botanical gardens of Vagai and Gira Falls are also there. Now in the Dang district you can see the specialities of the Dang district are told or explained about. That is, entire Dang district is full of the forest region. It is fully a forest region. A lot of forest is there in that district, and woods are like the wood for building is also produced in large quantities in the Dang region because a lot of forest is there. Then many beautiful botanical gardens are there, means large varieties of different species of plants are there. And the botanical gardens like Vagai and Gira Falls are also there. Now Saputara of Dang district is the only hill station in the Gujarat. Gujarat में अगर कोई hill station है, so that is Saputara in the Dang district, which is a very very beautiful place, especially if you visit it during the rainy season. Its beauty is at its height during the rainy season. So Flamingo visited Kutch, then it went to Pirotan Island, then it went to, then next was the Gir. From Gir it went to Girnar. For Gir forest it went to the Girnar. So to Girnar. And from Girnar it went to the Dang district too. And from Veeraval it visited Veeraval where the fisheries was there. Then to Alang and then to the Dang district. Now moving on to page number 55. Gujarat is the region of many rivers. Now we come to the rivers that flow in our entire Gujarat. There are large number of rivers that flow. Big and small rivers are there. There are many big rivers like Sabarmati, Narmada, especially the Narmada, which is the biggest river flowing in our state. Then it's the Tapi, which is it is also one of the biggest rivers of our state. Then Mahisagar is there, Sabarmati is there. So Narmada is the biggest river. Then Sabarmati, Tapi and Mahisagar are also big rivers of Gujarat. Now Sardar Sarovar Dam is built on the Narmada river. By this irrigation scheme, water is supplied to many regions of Gujarat. Water is supplied up to Kutch region. This dam is also used to generate electricity. Now as you all know, Sardar Sarovar Dam, many of you might have visited that Sardar Sarovar Dam, which is at its beauty also when it is a rainy season. When the dam overflows, large number of people visit that place, and the area around the Sardar Sarovar Dam itself is very beautiful. So the dam which is built on Sardar Sarovar on the Narmada river, by this the water is supplied, and large number of irrigation schemes, which is that means the water is supplied to the many places in the fields also with the help of this, that in the many regions the water is supplied through this, and the Sardar Sarovar Dam reaches up to the Narmada canal reaches up to the Kutch region. Water is supplied up to the Kutch region over there, and it also generates electricity also. So the water of the Sardar Sarovar Dam is used for irrigation, that means watering the fields and also to generate the electricity. Now this is think and say. Dams and bridges both are constructed on the river. What is the difference between dams and the river? Now what is the difference between a dam and a bridge? Now dam is built to collect the water, to store the water of the river, whereas bridge is built to cross the river from one end of the river to the other end. मतलब कि ये भी नदी के ऊपर बनते हैं, इसको भी नदी के ऊपर ही बनाते हैं, लेकिन ब्रिज का काम क्या होता है, अगर हमको नदी पार करनी है तो नदी के एक एंड से दूसरी एंड पे जाने के लिए हम ब्रिज का काम यूज करते हैं, whereas dam is used to collect the water, to store the water of that river throughout the year. So that is the difference between the dam and the bridge. Now river of our district में भुकावर river है जो हमारे district में है, वो biggest river वही एक है. Then dams located is Thodi Taja Dam which is in Surendranagar, then Naika Dam which is in Modi, and Vasal Dam which is in Chuda तालुका, so which is in Surendranagar district only. So ये तीन dams जो हैं अब ये लिखे हुए हैं. The flamingo flew from Narmada river and reached Gandhinagar, capital of Gujarat, visiting Amul Dairy of Anand and Kadana Dam of Mahisagar river. Now Mahisagar river है, उसके ऊपर कौन सा डैम बना है? That is the Kadana Dam which is built on the Mahisagar river. Then from flamingo from the Narmada a river, it flew after from the Dang district, it went to the Narmada river, and after seeing the Narmada river, everything over there, it went to the Gandhinagar city, which is the capital city of our state, and it visited, in between it visited the Gujarat Amul dairy of Anand, which is in the Anand district. You all were very familiar with the Amul dairy, because we get the milk from that, the butter, cheese, paneer, everything, we ice creams, that all is prepared in this Amul dairy, which is in the Anand district, which is very close to Baroda. And then here it also visited the Kadana Dam on the Mahisagar river. Now Gandhinagar is the city of Gujarat possessing highest number of trees in the state. Now it is the only state where you can see large number of trees everywhere in the Gandhinagar city. But that means it is the city which possesses a large number of highest number of trees. The Flamingo also visited Indroda Park and Mahatma Gandhi Mandir. Both of these, Indroda Park and Mahatma Gandhi Mandir, is in Gandhinagar city only. Indroda Park तो हम लोग एक बार पिकनिक में भी आप लोग को ले गए, अगर आप गए होंगे और आपको याद होगा तो इंद्रोडा पार्क बहुत बड़ा सा पार्क है. यहाँ पर भी बहुत डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ एनिमल्स और बर्ड्स आपको देखने को मिलेंगे. देन इज द महात्मा मंदिर विच इज बेस्ड ऑन द लाइफ ऑफ महात्मा गांधी. From there, the Flamingo went to Ahmedabad, situated on the bank of river Sabarmati. उसके बाद गांधीनगर से कहाँ गया फ्लेमिंगो अहमदाबाद सिटी विजिट किया, एंड अहमदाबाद सिटी सिचुएटेड ऑन द बैंक्स ऑफ द रिवर साबरमती, मतलब साबरमती नदी के ऊपर जो है के तट पर बसा हुआ है अहमदाबाद शहर. This is Gandhi Ashram. Jai Bolo Gandhi Bapu. Wow. Kakaria Lake is also very beautiful. Looks very beautiful. So in the Ahmedabad, Flamingo visited the Gandhi Ashram, and then it went to the Kakaria Lake, which was very beautiful. Now we move on to page number 56. Nal Sarovar is a bird sanctuary situated between Ahmedabad and Surendranagar. On the onset of winter, different type of foreign birds are seen here. Now Nal Sarovar is a bird sanctuary. Mostly you all have visited once in your Nal Sarovar, and now with the onset of winter, large number of migratory birds will come to Nal Sarovar, because the winter, the onset of winter in our country, but the winter in our country is it's much warmer in our country as compared to the countries from where they come from during the winter time. So Nal सरोवर में जब आप सर्दियों में जाएंगे, so early in the morning, जो बहुत सुबह जो है 3-4 बजे अगर आप जाएंगे, if you'll see early in the morning, they will see a large number of birds in the Nal Sarovar. So it's a bird sanctuary which is between Ahmedabad and Surendranagar. Actually it comes under the Surendranagar district only. I enjoyed Gujarat, enjoyed a lot. I loved Gujarat. No, Flamingo said goodbye, that I loved the total ride of the Gujarat, and I enjoyed it a lot. The whole the way I visited each and every place of Gujarat, I enjoyed it a lot. I love Gujarat. Now here activities there, you have to fill the yellow color in the district that were visited by the Flamingo. जैसे कच्छ है, जामनगर है, then this is Junagadh, Amreli, Bhavnagar, then this is Anand. ऐसे सारे places, जितने भी places visit किए वो सब मैंने यहाँ पर yellow color किए हुए हैं. Now dear children, the things that are here, the same things are also in the workbook. So this lesson is over. Now we'll continue doing everything in the workbook in the next video. So I hope you all have a lot of fun visiting the Gujarat with the Flamingo bird, and you must also have come to know many things that you might not be knowing of our own state Gujarat. So dear children, have a look at each and everything very carefully. When you are going to visit a place in Gujarat, just think of the place where you are going, what is a special feature of that place. Just when you visit, also learn about those things also, because there are many things in our state that are very very ancient, बहुत पुरानी है, बहुत ऐतिहासिक चीज़ें हमारे स्टेट के अंदर हैं, जिसके बारे में हमको अवश्य जानना चाहिए, और हमको जानना भी चाहिए, क्योंकि ये हमारा खुद का अपना स्टेट है. अगर हमको अपने स्टेट के बारे में पता नहीं रहेगा, देन आई थिंक इट्स वेरी बैड. सो वी शुड लर्न अबाउट आवर स्टेट एंड शुड नो ईच एंड एवरी स्पेशलिटी ऑफ आवर स्टेट. सो डियर चिल्ड्रन, नाउ आई से goodbye to you, and this lesson is over. So dear children, goodbye. Now dear children, will be on page number 57. There is how much have you learned, part 2 is there. This is from all the lessons that we have done till now. So here you have to write the names of public properties. I have written water tank, primary school, primary health center, gram panchayat, places of worship and village garden. These are all the public properties. Now there are few questions. What happens if water is exhausted? That means there's no water. If the water is not there, then what will happen? If water is exhausted, then all the living organisms can living no living organism can live on the earth. मतलब कि पानी के बिना कोई भी without water it is very difficult for us to survive. तो पानी के बिना कोई भी लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म, प्लांट्स हो, एनिमल्स हो, ह्यूमन बींग्स हो, कोई भी सर्वाइव नहीं कर सकता अर्थ पे. इफ ऑल द ट्रीज गेट ड्राइड, ट्रीज गिव अस लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स. इफ द ट्रीज आर डाइड, विल नॉट गेट ऑक्सीजन एंड वी वोंट बी एबल टू सर्वाइव ऑन द अर्थ. ट्रीज़ जो है हमको ऑक्सीजन देते हैं, बहुत सारी चीज़ें देती है, खाना देती है, वेजिटेबल्स होते हैं, फ्रूट्स होते हैं, शेल्टर होता है, वुड मिलता है, मेडिसिन मिलते हैं. ये सारी चीज़ें हमको ट्रीज़ में से मिलती है. अगर ट्रीज़ ही नहीं होंगे, सबसे बड़ी चीज़ जो ऑक्सीजन मिलती है जो हमारे सर्वाइवल के लिए बहुत ज़रूरी है, अगर वो ही नहीं होगी तो हम सर्वाइव नहीं कर सकते. इफ़ देयर इज़ नो गार्बेज एट ऑल, देन अगर गार्बेज नहीं है, हमारे एनवायरनमेंट कैसा होगा? एकदम हेल्दी और क्लीन होगा. अगर बिल्कुल भी कचरा नहीं होगी तो हवा एकदम प्योर होगी और हमारे आसपास का एरिया भी एकदम, वातावरण भी एकदम क्लीन और हेल्दी होगा. Pesticides are sprayed in the puddles. Then the insects like mosquitoes which breed in it, pesticides will destroy them and the disease will not be spread. मतलब कि जो पानी के छोटे छोटे जो गड्ढे पानी के भरे हुए होते हैं, तो उसमें क्या होता है कि अगर हम दवाइयाँ नहीं डालेंगे तो मॉस्किटोस ऐसे बहुत सारे इंसेक्ट्स जो है उसके अंदर पानी के अंदर रहने लगेंगे और उससे डिसीज स्प्रेड होती है. जो अगर पेस्टिसाइड स्प्रे करेंगे तो वो इंसेक्ट्स जो है दे विल बी किल्ड and the disease will be stopped from spreading. Your friend does not help you. If your friend doesn't help you, that means he is not your true friend. A true friend is always the one who is ready to help you at the times you need him. So this was the activity which is on page number 57. Now on page number 58 we are going to omit this. Now what kind of businesses are developed at the places in which are visited by a large number of people? कोई भी रिलीजियस प्लेस हो या कोई भी घूमने वाली जगह हो या कोई एंटरटेनमेंट प्लेस हो जहाँ पर बहुत सारे लोग आते हैं, तो वहाँ पे किस टाइप का बिजनेस होता है? अगर जो है हिस्टोरिकल प्लेस या कोई जो है प्लेस ऑफ वर्शिप होता है, तो अगर दिस आई हैव रिटन अकॉर्डिंग टू द प्लेस ऑफ वर्शिप, जैसे प्रसाद है, फुटवेयर्स है, टॉयस है, स्टैचूज है, स्नैक्स है, फ्लावर्स है, टी स्टॉल है, इंसेंस स्टिक्स है, मतलब धूप बत्ती अगरबत्ती वगैरह है, चप्पल, ये सारी चीज़ें जो है वहाँ पर मिलती हैं. नाउ राइट, टेरेस्ट्रियल एनिमल्स, एक्वेटिक एनिमल्स, आर्बोरियल एनिमल्स एंड एम्फीबियंस. एनिमल्स लिविंग ऑन लैंड, डॉग, स्क्विरल, कैट. Living in water, fish, octopus and duck. Then the animals that can fly and live on tree, pigeon, sparrow and parrot, and living in water and land both, frog, tortoise and crocodile. Now from where do you can take help? We can take help from our friends, parents and our neighbors. What happens if sweeper is not there? If sweeper is not there, there will be heaps of garbage all around and everything will be full of filth. What kind of help you can offer in your house, like filling water buckets, then throwing garbage, etc. ये आंसर इसका मैंने यहाँ पे लिख दिया. इसका आंसर ये है. Whom do you help at places other than home? तो आप कहाँ किस किस को हेल्प करते हैं? जैसे स्कूल में टीचर को, योर फ्रेंड्स, टीचर, फ्रेंड्स etc. How do police help us? Police maintains law and order and protects us from anti-social elements. जैसे चोर होते हैं, चोरी करने आते हैं या कोई दंगा करते हैं, उन सब से हमको जो है पुलिस बचाती है. और लॉ एंड ऑर्डर मतलब कि सब चीज़ें सामान रहे, कोई एक दूसरे के साथ लड़ाई नहीं करे, झगड़ा ना करे, वो सब देखने के लिए वो सब मेंटेन करते हैं. Now moving on to page number 59. How can garbage be cleaned in your surroundings? मतलब सराउंडिंग से अपने आसपास के एरिया में से गार्बेज कैसे क्लीन कर सकते हैं? By throwing the garbage in the dustbin and no puddles are there in which the water can get accumulated and throw the dirty water in the gutters. Now write about the person, a carpenter, it makes furniture of wood like table, chair, sofa etc. Blacksmith जो होता है लुहार, he makes articles from the iron like axe, spade, hammer etc. Doctor, he examines the patient and gives medicine. And postman, he delivers a letter that comes to the post office. He goes door to door and delivers the letters at the proper address. Now rest everything that is there we have to omit in this. So here the course of your essay 1 is complete, of the first semester is over. Now we will be doing from the workbook. This lesson will do in the workbook now.